You're being tested on every date. She's watching, evaluating, deciding, and you probably don't even see it happening. There are 7 specific tests happening beneath the surface. Test number 5, it eliminates 90% of men before they even realize they failed. She won't tell you she's evaluating, but she is. And one wrong move, you're done. This isn't guesswork. I've pulled from peer-reviewed psychology studies to show you exactly what's happening and why. Stick with me. You're about to understand what women notice, why it matters, and what to do about it. Number 1, how quickly you try to fix her problems. She mentions something bothering her, work stress, friend issues, family drama, and immediately you go into solution mode. Have you tried this? Why don't you just do that? You think you're being helpful, but she's feeling something completely different. Research shows men communicate to solve problems, while women often communicate to connect emotionally. When you immediately jump to solutions, she hears, "Your feelings aren't valid. You're not capable of solving this yourself." Women are evaluating. Does this man see me as capable? Can I be vulnerable with him? Or will he just try to fix me? Here's the nuance. When she shares a problem, she's often already considered the solutions you're about to suggest. What she might need isn't tactical advice, it's emotional support and validation. By rushing to fix, you're creating distance. She learns she can't be vulnerable because you'll just try to solve instead of understand. Your move. Respond with empathy first. That sounds frustrating. Then ask, do you want my thoughts or do you just need to vent? Let her tell you what she needs. Now, that first one might have surprised you, but number 2? This is about your past, and how you talk about it is telling her everything about her future with you. Number 2, how you talk about your ex. Women are listening carefully to how you describe past relationships. Are you bitter? Are you blaming? This isn't about them being nosy. This is about emotional maturity. When you badmouth your ex, women hear, "This is how he'll talk about me if things don't work out." There's a psychological principle called projection. Women know that how you treat your past is likely how you'll treat your future. If it was all her fault, if she was crazy, these are red flags. Not because your ex wasn't difficult, but because your inability to reflect shows a lack of growth. Maybe she genuinely had issues, but if you take zero accountability for what went wrong, it suggests you haven't processed the experience. Women fear a man who speaks with contempt about past partners will eventually speak with contempt about them. Your move. Keep it brief and respectful. Say, "We wanted different things," or "We grew apart." Show you learned something without badmouthing. Number 3, your relationship with your phone. Women are watching your phone behavior like a hawk. Every time you check it during conversation, you're sending a message. Something else is more important than you right now. Psychologically, every phone check is a micro-rejection. Dr. James Roberts calls this phubbing, phone snubbing. Research shows that even the presence of a phone on the table reduces connection quality. Women notice because they're evaluating your priorities. They're thinking, if he can't stay present for a 2-hour date, how will he show up in a relationship? Nothing says keeping my options open like constantly checking your phone. Your move. Phone on silent, face down, or in your pocket. If expecting an important call, tell her up front. Otherwise, attention stays on her. Number 4, how you handle her success and achievements. Women are watching carefully how you respond when they share accomplishments or success. Do you genuinely celebrate? Or is there a flicker of something else? Competition, insecurity, diminishment. Psychologists call this capitalization. Dr. Shelley Gable's research shows how you respond to good news is more predictive of relationship success than how you respond to bad news. Women are evaluating. Does this man feel threatened by my success? Can he celebrate my wins without making it about himself? Here's what this looks like. she got a promotion? Do you say, "That's incredible, tell me everything"? Or, "Nice, I'm actually up for a promotion too"? She's training for a marathon. Do you say, "That's amazing, what made you decide that"? Or, "Oh yeah, I used to run marathons, they're not that hard"? The second responses aren't overtly negative, but they subtly shift focus or diminish the achievement. Women catch this immediately. They're thinking, if he can't handle me succeeding now, what happens when I out-earn him? Will I have to downplay my accomplishments? Your move. Respond with genuine enthusiasm. Ask, how did you make that happen? Celebrate her wins like your own. Never diminish or redirect to yourself. So success reveals character. But number 5, this is that critical trigger I mentioned earlier. This one operates completely below conscious awareness, and it changes everything. Number 5, your reaction to boundaries. This is huge. Women constantly test boundaries to see if you're safe. She can't make Friday? Suggest Sunday instead. She needs to leave by 10 p.m. She's not comfortable with something. Your reaction to these moments? That's what she's really watching. Psychologically, this goes back to coercive control awareness. Women watch for signs that a man won't respect their no. If you react with frustration, even subtle frustration like a sigh or tone change, she's noting it. If you try to negotiate or guilt trip, alarm bells go off. Because she's thinking, if he can't handle this small boundary now, what happens later? Here are examples. She's not ready to come back to your place. Do you say, "No problem, I had a great time"? Or, "Really? Come on, just for one drink"? She needs to reschedule Saturday plans. Do you say, "No worries, let me know what works"? Or, "Again? This is the second time"? When you respect boundaries immediately and gracefully, you become incredibly attractive. You're demonstrating emotional security. Your move. When she sets a boundary, respond with genuine acceptance. "No problem, Sunday works great." Mean it. Don't let disappointment show. Number 6, how you handle waitstaff and service workers. Women are watching how you treat people who can't do anything for you. The waiter, the barista, the Uber driver. Why? Because it reveals your true character. Psychologically, this is called character leakage. When we interact with people in service positions, our real personality comes out because we're not trying to impress them. A woman is asking herself, is he kind when nobody important is watching? Does he get impatient or rude when things go wrong? If you're sweet to her but dismissive to the waiter, she's seeing a preview of how you'll treat her once the honeymoon phase ends. Here's a real scenario. The restaurant messes up your order. You can snap your fingers and complain loudly, or you can calmly explain the situation with a smile. She's watching which version shows up. Women notice this because they're evaluating. Will this man respect me when I'm vulnerable? Your move. Make eye contact with service workers. Say please and thank you. Handle mistakes calmly, without frustration or passive-aggressive comments. Number 7, your conversational balance. Here's what women notice. Are you actually curious about them, or just waiting for your turn to talk? There's a psychological concept called conversational narcissism, and it's epidemic among men trying to impress women. You ask a question, she starts answering, and within 30 seconds, you're relating it back to yourself. "Oh, you like hiking? Yeah, I just did this incredible trail." Women are keeping a subconscious tally. How many questions did he ask about me? Did he ask follow-ups or just move to the next topic? Sociologist Charles Derber found that people use shift response, redirecting to yourself, versus support response, keeping focus on the other person. This matters because women are evaluating emotional intelligence. They're asking, does this man see me as a person, or am I just an audience for his life story? Your move. For every story you tell, Ask 2 questions about her. Use follow-ups like, "What did you love most about that?" Show genuine curiosity. So there you have it. 7 things women notice but rarely tell men directly. Now, maybe you're thinking about past dates and things are starting to click. That's normal. But here's what I need you to understand. This isn't about becoming a different person. This isn't about manipulation or putting on some performance. This is about awareness and intentionality. You're already sending signals in every interaction, through your words, your behavior, your reactions, your body language. The question isn't whether you're sending signals. The question is, are you sending the signals you actually want to send? Are they aligned with the kind of partner you want to be? Here's the thing about female psychology that most dating advice completely misses. Women aren't trying to be difficult. They're not playing games or making things complicated for fun. They're trying to protect themselves emotionally, while simultaneously searching for a partner who's genuinely ready for something real, something mature, something built on mutual respect and emotional intelligence. And honestly, they have every reason to be careful. They've been burned. They've dated guys who said all the right things but couldn't back it up with consistent behavior. Pick one and focus on it intentionally for your next 3 to 5 interactions. Pay real attention. Notice what changes, not just in how women respond to you, but in how you feel about yourself. Because when you start showing up with more awareness, with more emotional intelligence, with more genuine respect, women will absolutely notice. They won't explicitly say, "Wow, I really appreciated how you respected my boundary there," or "I loved that you asked follow-up questions." But they'll feel safer around you. They'll feel more drawn to you. They'll start seeing you as actual relationship material instead of just another guy who talks a good game but can't back it up with behavior. One last thing. Growth takes time. You're going to mess up. You're going to catch yourself fixing her problems when she just wanted to vent. You're going to check your phone out of habit. You're going to slip back into talking about yourself too much. That's normal. That's part of the process. What matters is that you catch yourself, you adjust, and you keep showing up with intention. That's what separates the men who get it from the men who stay stuck in the same patterns forever. If you want more content like this, real psychology, no BS, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. Drop a comment below. Which of these 7 surprised you the most? I read every comment, and your feedback shapes what I cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.